recognizing what's working for you and what's not. And so I went down that rabbit hole.
So there's all these patterns which exist for many generations, which a lot of us end up repeating, either because it's passed down genetically or because of the behavior that they show in front of us as kids, and then we remodel it and we end up in the same sort of pattern of whether it's relationships or behavior. So how did it manifest
Correct.
in your sort of looping of relationships?
Oh,
You met the same kind of guy,
yes.
just in a different form?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And I was also very fear-based. I mean, my mother was fear-based, her mother was fear-based. So I was fearful to try certain things and to explore, to go outside the cubicle of what I was told that I stayed conformed in that cubicle. So I hadn't.
In terms of what you could do with your life, or in terms of
Yes.
the religious basis of reality?
Both.
Those things, both of them.
Both of them, because I've always obviously been interested since I was young about paranormal and even the spiritual world, spirituality in general.
But that's what's fascinating, because for you, the religion was a family business if your parents were ministers. So they're dealing in religion. And then if you actually read the Bible, it's full of paranormal activity.
Yes.
Right? So,
Yes.
I mean, if you could go through it and just highlight, and it would be constant. This God came to this person in a dream. Then this angel spoke to that other guy. And, everyone's having paranormal experiences on which the entire religion is based, and which billions of people follow, whether it's Christianity, whether it's the Islam, with the fact that Muhammad channeled the entire Quran via the angel Gabriel speaking to him. So if you believe in a religion, which most of the world does, you're basing that belief on people having paranormal experiences thousands of years ago. And I always wonder, why can't we have those same experiences or interactions with angels, or downloads of higher quality information that will help us, whether it's, downloads. I always think, where are these downloads coming from? Angels, God, aliens that have some way to communicate with us, are there dimensional beings? Where do these thoughts, or seemingly extremely different from the mainstream way of thinking, that comes in and makes a change and creates a whole new religion, or gives humanity some kick in one direction or another? And that's why I was fascinated to have you on, to hear how it is from somebody who's directly on a daily basis having these kind of experiences, and kind of make them more visible to the world, So
Yeah.
that's why I'm really curious to see how you integrate those things into your daily life and into your practice as a healer, and how does it help people?
Well, first of all, I tell everybody can do what I do.
Right.
Everybody. If you have intuition, or you have, your first thought, that's pretty much your intuition, which means you're connected. Right. Everybody's connected. You just have to allow yourself to be open to it and understand that intuition is your higher self basically communicating to you.
Right.
Period. But I had decided that when I started going into epigenetics, I had the spiritual part of me understanding the angels and, more spirituality. And then...
And you were never scared of that? Like, when you saw angels, was it just like implicit that they were good guys? There was no,
Yeah, pretty much. Because I remembered the day that I was given a choice of being a medium and channeling people who had passed.
How did that choice come to you?
I was having a conversation with
Oh, right.
Infinite Source,
Okay.
and they showed me the two different, and they gave me the experience. So they allowed me to have that. I believe I was allowed to have this experience. So I went, and my dad had passed already. So I thought, who better to try this with than your father, right? And my dad had already been I can always tell when my dad's around because I smell cigarette smoke. So I know his spirit is kind of around because he was an avid smoker. But I thought, let's try it with him first. And so I saw this vision of this big tree and all these people standing under the tree, and my dad came forward. But as he came forward, all these people rushed forward. And for me, it was just a little bit too much. And
Right.
I said, I think I'm going to stay with the higher frequency, the angels and the higher guides,
Right.
like Saint Germain and Jesus, Buddha,
Those guys.
Kuan Yin, kind of hang out
Rather
with them.
than just all the masses.
And the angelic council, the large armor angel, I'll take those instead. So that was the choice I made. Now, there have been maybe 10 times in my life that a deceased person's channeled through me to somebody, and they'll keep asking me to ask the person if I can talk to them. And they'll always have a message that just means that they just want them to know that they're okay and they're safe. So that's probably only happened 10 times, and I always know when it is because I get this feeling up my right hand, my right arm. And then I'm like, okay, this is not the normal thing that's happening.